Hello. So today we are going to answer a few questions that a lot of people have been asking us about, and some things more personal or specific than others. So here we go.
Can you share the inspiration behind D.I.M.P Dance Co? What D.I.M.P stands for and how it all came to be?
So a lot of people are wondering, what does D.I.M.P mean? And it's not one of those catchy names, right? People always are asking, like, D.I.M.P, what's D.I.M.P? So D.I.M.P is actually a name that came to me when I was a child. Right. And I used to always tell my mom as I was passing by, I would pass by studios and I'm like, one day I'm going to have my own dance company and it's going to be named D.I.M.P and it's going to stand for Dancing is My Passion.
It sure did.
So that's where the inspiration really came from. It was a name and a vision that I had since I was a child.
Mm-hmm. What sets D.I.M.P apart from other dance organizations or ministries?
What do you think sets us apart as a dance company?
I think what sets us apart is that we're a mother and daughter duo.
That is right. That's true, girl. We are a mother-daughter duo. We've been doing this together for some time.
Long time. Yes, and you were my student.
Yes, yeah.
You was didn't want to dance at first, but then after she started dancing on the dance ministry, I did see the passion that she had in it. But yeah, that's what sets us apart is that we're mother and daughter duo.
Yeah. And in addition to that, we're not just a dance company that we want to gain students. That is something that, yes, we aspire to have. But the more important piece for us is that we love all styles of dance. We love to dance. You will always see us dancing in some capacity. Yes. But our love and our passion is liturgical dance. Mm-hmm. So our focus will be about building ministries, recovering those dance ministries that may have kind of lost the passion or have lost students and trying to rebuild. We're just wanting to find a way to say, hey, let's bring it back into our communities. Let's bring it back into church and let's come together. Although you have a lot of dancers over the world, in our communities, you don't see liturgical dance as often, like as,
in the churches. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really missing in the churches.
Yeah. The kids aren't as enthused about it. And what I will say is we've been so blessed to have kids that want to be a part of the ministries. We do not have to beg them. They come on their own.
They come on their own.
And they want to do lead parts. They have all these great ideas. So I just feel like us working with the children, working with the adults, it kind of fuels what we're trying to do in the community. So.
We definitely have the support of the parents at our church. And that's something that's missing in other churches. So we want to help build on that and help other churches build also their youth ministry.
Yeah. What does it mean to you as a mother-daughter duo to work together in ministry?
So to work together with my daughter means a lot. She sees things that I can't see when we're putting dances together. When we do theatrical dances, there's some things that's in my head that I want to be able to see in the dance. And she definitely, if I say, hey, I want this, I want that, she puts that part together. And that's what I like about her.
Oh, and like just piggybacking off of the theatrical part, you have such a great vision. Like sometimes you'll tell us like what you see and we're all like, huh? Like you think we could do that? And you're like, yeah. So I think over the years, I have gained a lot of confidence in your vision to know that it might seem too large. And sometimes I have to tell you, Mama, we don't have enough time to do all that. We could come back and do it. But overall, I do feel like I trust your vision to know, okay, if this is what she wants, this is what she wants. And we don't always agree when we come up with
We don't.
We don't always agree. Sometimes we have to know like when to back down. Like when we're working with the kids, if she wants something done, I have to know like, okay, you're over this ministry. This is all you, baby. So I will support you. And then likewise with the adults, I think sometimes you're like, it's on you.
It's on you. What do you want? This is how you want it to be done. And I get it done.
Yeah. So. And I think that's what made me so confident in saying, like, even though this was a vision that I had since I was a child, I was so confident in saying, I want to do this with my mom because we've been doing it so well for a long time. So I couldn't imagine doing this without you, honestly. It's getting a little emotional. I could not imagine doing this without you because you complete my.
Oh, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you. Thank you for pouring into me all these years because even when I felt like dance was over for me, with life and school, I always wanted to come back to it. And I feel like working with you and you working with the kids, if you weren't working with the children, I don't know how long it would have took me to get back to dancing because I came back to help you.
Okay.
And
I do appreciate that.
Yes. So,
I do appreciate it.
Love you. Oh,
That's my baby girl.
All right, I'm so emotional for this, y'all.
Okay.
When did you first recognize that dance was more than just a passion, but a purpose?
I realized the passion, not only the passion that she had, but the gift that God had given her. I think you were maybe, 14 when we went to Alabama.
Yeah.
And
my first solo.
Yes. And she done it to Yes by Shekinah Glory. And I worked with you over and over, told you what to do, how to interact with your congregation, make it personal. You remember that?
Yeah.
And when she danced, the place got quiet. There were tears. And that's when her dad and I realized she has a gift that God has given her. Wow. And it was beautiful.
Yeah, we recently had someone bring up that moment. Reverend Feeling. Shout out to Reverend Feeling.
And people still remember it to this day. Yes.
He said he saw me. He was like, that girl ministered so hard that she started crying. And I did.
Yes.
It was a long song. If you know the song, Yes, by Shekinah Glory, it is like about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's about a 10-minute song. And I still don't know how I held it down. To this day, it's still, I watch it and I'm just like, wow, like it was definitely. Then I think I started to realize, like, okay, I don't know what happens when I start dancing, but something happens. It's not always, I don't always dance with a choreography, right? I might have some things that I know that I want to do for certain words, but a lot of times it's just like raw. Whatever happens in that moment, it comes out. And I think once I knew that I had the ability to do that, to just play a song and just use my body to portray it, I wanted to always, like she said, match my movements to the words. I think that makes liturgical dancing so different from other styles of dancing because it's just showing, like, if I'm saying speak, I want you to know that I'm doing speak, So yeah, I would have to agree. That moment was a very big moment. Yeah. It's a very special moment in my history, my dance history.
Yes. And you've done some other dances in the past.
Yeah.
That really ministered and really, once again, I saw the Lord use you for His glory.
Yeah. A lot of times when I hear people talk, when I finish a dance, I kind of just be wanting to go to the back and get some water. I'm like, okay. But when I hear people talk about what they felt and what they saw and how it made them feel, I'm so amazed because I'm like, I did that? Like, God, that's you. Because couldn't have been me. Yeah. So it's very, I'm so grateful that I have the gift to be able to touch hearts. And a lot of people don't really take liturgical dance seriously.
They don't.
Yeah. But I think that also comes from seeing it,
having a passion.
Yeah. And it's kind of performed, I guess you could say, in a different light, in different ways. And so I think that's another thing that I'm grateful for, that it's not a show. It's true ministry. It's true ministry. And I don't practice a lot of times. I just say, God, use me. It's me and you. Do what you got to do. So I think that's,
But that's what we want to be able to teach others.
Absolutely.
Not to just dance, but have that passion of dancing and giving God your best.
Absolutely.
Why was it important to include both a workshop and a competitive element in this experience?
So the idea of the competition came first. But we knew that we needed to incorporate an aspect that allowed all dancers, liturgical dancers, or any dancer that wanted to be a part of the competition, we wanted to give them the opportunity to come in and learn. Like everybody is learning the same thing so that nobody comes in not having any extra skills. So the difference between dance teams and dance ministries is what? Dance teams, you have to try out. Dance ministries, you know. So you can just say, hey, I want to be a part of, no matter what your skill level is, you could be a part of it. So it's not necessarily an issue, but we don't have a lot of time in practices to train and give those basic skills. So we wanted to create that time designated to training liturgical dancers specifically, because we know all dancers that are on dance ministries, they are not always on dance teams, or they're not taking dance classes outside of our practices or outside of our ministries. So that was the main purpose of having that workshop, to just focus on techniques, facial expressions. What does it mean to be a liturgical dancer? Not just a dancer, but a liturgical dancer.
That's right.
Some people struggle with the idea of combining worship and competition. What would you say to those who are unsure or even uncomfortable with that concept?
Liturgical dance competition is not something that's new to us, right?
Not at all.
No, we've been doing it. We've been exposed to it for some time now. We used to do a lot of it when we were younger. We used to participate a lot with other churches, and it really motivated us to come and give our best. And we never looked at it as like, real competition. It was all friendly, all fun. But we also wanted to give our best because we wanted that trophy. We wanted to have that title, with that title.
First place, second place, third place.
Yeah.
One of the three.
We wanted one of the three. But at the end of the day, it was what? It was just a trophy. Yes, a trophy. A trophy is a trophy. And you cannot really... how can you sow a seed with the trophy? We wanted to figure out what is another way that we can get the youth or people involved to want to be a part of this movement. And we said, okay, let's exchange the trophy, or maybe still give the trophy, but let's give a monetary gift as well. Right. Because we wanted to sow a seed at the end of the day. Ministry is not cheap, and ministry is not free. Right. So I think it's okay to need money. We're not worshiping the idea of having money or gaining money from this experience, but we wanted to be able to pour back into ministries. That's right. And, they can use the money to buy uniforms, buy flags, whatever it is that you need to help grow your ministry. That was the main focus of providing that $1,000 prize.
That's it.
So it's just like the Stellar Awards, right? Oh, they created this platform that acknowledges excellence in ministry. So we want to be able to do the same thing. That is what A Pulse of Praise is about. It's about acknowledging excellence in dance ministries across the community if we can. And we want to be able to imagine having all these different dance and mime ministries come together under one roof. Oh my God, that is such a powerful experience.
That's powerful about it. That's right.
Yeah.
It's just really time out, you all, that we're just giving God just anything. It's time for us to give God our best.
Yeah.
Give him our best in our worship, in our dancing. Give God our best.
Yeah. We tell our kids this all the time. we tell them, and I know me, I'm a little more strict than you are, but I tell them, if it looks a mess, I'm going to tell you it looks a mess. Because I know a lot of the dancers, they've been with us for years. So we know when they're not giving their all. So we like to remind them that we're not going to just allow you to go out there and do anything, especially when you're doing it for God. You need to make sure that you're doing it full out. And we want to encourage them that no matter what setting you're in, especially when you're doing it for God's glory, you need to give 100%. So no mediocrity in ministry.
That's correct.
What do you hope ministries walk away with after being part of this event?
We want everybody to be able to walk away with skills on how to be able to dance with a passion and have the right facial expressions with the words and powerful movements and doing their best for God. Yeah, and we also want to show the leaders, because not all leaders of dance ministries have dance experience. So it's also trying to bring together the leaders of these ministries and teaching them, okay, whenever we're making up the choreography or when we're coming up with all this theatrical, components to it, how to do it. So we want to be able to also train the leaders to hold these ministries together, because that's also I feel like it's also a piece that a lot of churches are struggling with, having someone to be over the ministries, because everybody does not have that dance background. But if we're bringing people together, even if we take time and work with other churches and work with their dance ministries, that is another way that we can connect as a community. So that's the other piece of what D.I.M.P Dance Co wants to do in our community, and starting in Baton Rouge. That's right. We can also teach them, pay attention to your youth or people that you work with. Yeah. Because they also have great ideas. Yes. How many leaders do we have that help us in our ministry? Yes. We have a lot, and they come with great ideas. Great ideas. And that way your style is different and it don't look the same. Yes. That's so good. That is something, I think is great. And one thing we used over the years. Yeah. So teaching them how to utilize the other people, like other leaders in their churches, because everybody has a different vision, different ideas. So when you bring all that together, it's powerful. It's powerful.
How can people support, join, or stay connected to your movement?
Like, follow, subscribe to our channels on social media at D.I.M.P Dance Co. Look, y'all, this is something new that we're doing, but we know that it can be an awesome experience if we all just come together. Yes, like and share on your page. Yes. Pass the word in your community, at work. Let people know what we're doing. And there's so many youth out there that love to do liturgical dance or mime. Please let them know about us. We would love to work with them. Yeah. No matter how old you are, come out and be a part of this experience with us. Yes. Yes. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited too.